Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another 4K and Blu-ray collection update and unboxing. If you guys don't know me, my name is David, and I review movies over at CinemaDeviant.com. I started doing this as a way to give people a heads up as what's coming out now and in the upcoming weeks as far as 4Ks and Blu-rays go. Now, we have quite a bit to take a look at today. Not too much, but just enough. So let's go ahead and jump right in. First up, we have the original Christmas Specials collection, 5 holiday favorites, on a Blu-ray Steelbook at that. So that's really cool, man. I grew up on these movies like so much. I've seen them pretty much almost every single year since I watched them originally. My wife has as well. So we are excited to check these out once again and share them with our family and our kids. It's just a timeless classic. It really is. It includes, again, like I said, 5 holiday favorites. It includes Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, which is one of my favorites, Little Drummer Boy, and Cricket on the Hearth. Really cool, man. And again, like I said, it's even better that it's in a steelbook form. So cool. As you can see here, if you guys don't know what it's about, shows all the bonus features as well. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and pop this open and check it out even further. Static. No. Okay. That was embarrassing. All right. Let's go ahead and pop this open. Take off this J card. That's pretty neat on the back of the J card. I don't see this very often. It has all the specs for all the movies, in case you guys are wondering. But, man, like, it's been quite a while since I've seen these movies. Well, last year, I guess. But I love them so much. It has a nice matte finish on the steelbook. And then the back here. You see there? Really cool. Pop this open. It does come with, looks like just a rewards code for Universal All Access. In case you guys want to redeem, somebody wants to redeem that. All right. And here we have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, and they're all red. That's so cool. Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Little Drummer Boy, and Cricket on the Hearth. Really cool. And let's go ahead and take off the back two so we can see the important part of steelbooks. Anyway, important part to me, anyway, is the interior artwork. And let's see if I can pop this off. I sure can. Okay, I thought I broke it. And that's the interior artwork. Really nice interior artwork here. Now, honestly, I will say I don't remember Cricket on the Hearth very much. It's the other 4 that I do remember quite a bit. But, God, man. And then Frosty. I think that was probably like one of the first like animated, movies or whatever that made me cry as a kid. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for the original Christmas Specials collection. And this one is out now. And this is a steelbook out now from Universal Pictures Home Entertainment. Fantastic, man. Like, if you have not seen any of these movies growing up, you have to. Like, it'll become a ritual in your household. And I'm not even big. Okay, don't tell my family. I'm not a big Christmas person. Not really. I'm more of a Halloween person. But I love these so much, and they're so good. And especially if you have kids or you're a kid at heart, these are really great to see. Next up, we have Reminiscence, starring Hugh Jackman. So this movie, I had heard of this movie, and it looked interesting. I saw a trailer, and I was like, okay, cool. It seems pretty neat. I wasn't completely sold on it, per se. I watched it originally on HBO Max when it first came out, and I actually really liked it a lot. I thought it was a nice departure for Hugh Jackman from what he's done before. Honestly, I think that's probably what made me unsure about it. Was I see Wolverine, or I see The Greatest Showman, and that made me again kind of. I don't know. Maybe this could be okay, but in watching it, I absolutely dug it quite a bit. It's a nice like thriller type movie that you don't typically see Hugh Jackman in, and that was kind of the cool thing about it. But really, really good. You can see here goes the back. In case you guys don't know what it's about, save you some time for me explaining it, just because I talk too much sometimes. And then the special features are there as well. All right, let's go ahead and pop this open. And it does come with a digital copy. Now, I thought this was pretty cool. We have a letter from the director, Lisa Joy. And I don't know, I guess you guys can try to pause it and read it if you can. But it's a nice letter as to like why she made the movie and why it was so important to her to make important for her to make the movie and things like that, and just like a nice thank you to anybody that watched the movie or bought the movie. But I love that kind of stuff. Like, when directors are humble and appreciative of the viewers and just saying like, look, this is my work and I really appreciate you buying it or watching it. That kind of thing gets me quite a bit, because I don't know if you guys know, it's hard as crap to make a movie. or it can be, daunting to make a movie. So something like that, it's like, you know what? I'm going to watch all of her movies at this point now. I'm a fan. Here goes the disc here. Has some nice disc art right there with the title across the top. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Reminiscence. And this one is out now from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. But if you have not seen this movie, I will say at least give it a shot. Give it a chance. It may not be up your alley, but I thought it was really, really good. I thought it was really well done. Next up, we have a nice TV show that I saw a trailer for a while back. My wife showed it to me, and I was like, I have to see this show. This looks very interesting, especially coming off of WandaVision at the time. And it stars one of my favorite comedy actresses, Annie Murphy, and she was on a show called Schitt's Creek, one of my favorite shows. And that is Kevin Can F Himself. And this is essentially a nice mix between like a sitcom, comedy, or like a sitcom, situational comedy, and a really dark TV show. Like I think they say it here, like Breaking Bad, almost to that degree. It's like a mix of the both. You have to watch it for yourself. Again, like I said, it reminds me a lot of when I just finished WandaVision, I think, at the time. So it's very similar to that, where you flip back and forth between, sitcom and life, kind of thing. But it was so good. I don't want to give too much away. I'll show you the back so that way you guys know what it's about. But it was amazing. I could not stop watching it, and I wanted to watch every episode as it came out. So good. Like, oh man, like, this is a big recommendation for me at this point. Really, really great. Let's go ahead and open this up. Me and my wife watch a decent amount of TV shows, towards the evening time and stuff like that. And we try to catch up on stuff as much as we can. This was one of the ones that we were like, we have to watch it. Every time there's an episode out, we have to watch it no matter what. Things like that. There goes the front here. You can see. And there goes the back. So you guys know what it's about. I'm telling you, it's a mix. It's such like a weird mix. Like if you've watched any sort of sitcom, I'm trying to think of the names. I can't, like even All in the Family, things like that. There's like Mad About You, those kind of comedies where it's like a couple and then there's a family dynamic going on, and it's very much like that. And if you dug those kind of things, you'll like this, and then you'd be like, whoa, what just happened? That kind of thing. All right, let's go ahead and pop this open. All right, we have, it's very basic discard. It is essentially the artwork from the cover. Disc 1 and Disc 2. I believe there's about 10 episodes, I think. Oh, 8 episodes. There's 8 episodes in the show. So it's not like a crazy watch, and I believe each episode is about like 30 minutes or so, I think. So it's not like anything that you're going to invest your whole life in, you know, and stuff like that. But really, really well done. And I'm so glad that they're doing a season 2. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Kevin Can F Himself, season 1. And this one is out now from AMC Studios. Really, really good, man. Like, and if you have seen this, let me know what you guys thought about it without giving any spoilers to anybody else in the comments below. So, I didn't do a whole lot of Black Friday shopping. Again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Sometimes it's hard for me to do Black Friday shopping just for the simple fact that I have so much already, and things get sent to me all the time that it kind of takes the fun out of it. I tried. Trust me, I tried. I went out a couple of times and I just kept looking and I'm like, oh man, I have that already. I have that. I'm like, how? And then I was like, well, I don't really want that. So I wasn't going to buy just to buy. But I did get a couple things. Like when I mean a couple, I had 2 things. And one of them was not really a Black Friday deal. But I saw this movie and I remembered that I don't have this movie. And I thought it was an amazing packaging. And that is Hacksaw Ridge. It is the 4K Steelbook from Best Buy. But really, really nice Steelbook. And I love these Steelbooks that like have the clear covers and stuff like that reveal the rest of the Steelbook. I love that kind of stuff. So I had to get this one. I don't have it. And I remember watching clips of this a couple years ago, I think, and I was like, oh my god, like I think I gotta watch this movie. And I watched it and I was like, this is pretty phenomenal. Andrew Garfield kind of kills it in this movie. Like, he's pretty amazing. And I had to have it. And I realized I didn't have it. So I was like, okay, this is a no-brainer. Just let me get it. I was out picking something up at Best Buy already as it was. So I just kind of grabbed it on off the shelf. This is the last one, too. But there you go. And then here goes the back, in case you guys don't know what it's about. And then the special features there as well. Really, really phenomenal movie, man. And look, I'm just gonna be straight about it. I'm not a huge Mel Gibson fan. I'm not, for various reasons. And this is probably gonna be one of the few exceptions that I'll make in getting a Mel Gibson directed movie. There's been others that I have made an exception on because they were really good. But this is, again, it's one of the few. I'm not looking to go build a Mel Gibson collection either. But this one was really, really well done. I will say that. Let's go ahead and pop this open. I love the artwork here on the cover. Phenomenal. Fantastic. There goes the back there. Really, really nice. Just going to pop this open. It does have a digital copy. And here we have Hacksaw Ridge on 4K. And Hacksaw Ridge on Blu-ray. And then, again, like I always say, interior artwork, for me, that's where it's at. You have a nice Steelbook. You got to complete it with some nice interior artwork. And here we have some great great artwork right here. Really nicely done. I feel like this encapsulates the whole gravitas of the story and everything, and the emotion involved. Really nicely done. And then here we have the front, back, and spine, which is a connected artwork, which, again, I love so much. That's probably one of my favorite things, I think, about Steelbooks at times, when you have connected artwork. And this one is Hacksaw Ridge on 4K. This is the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook, and this one is out now from Lionsgate. Really nicely done. My other Black Friday buy was one that I was going to hold off on a little bit because sometimes they can be a little pricey. And that is The Walking Dead, the complete 10th season, right here on Blu-ray. And it does have Blu-ray and digital copy included. I've always said it through and through. I am a Walking Dead fan till the very end, which is coming soon, unfortunately. But I've been there from the beginning, and I will be there to the end. I've watched all the spin-offs, all the Fear the Walking Dead, everything thus far. Now, I didn't get this one for review, unfortunately, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy it at some point. Typically, like, I think I've seen them sometimes at like almost $45 or something like that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold off. At some point, it's gonna go cheaper. I'll do it at 20. I saw it for 10 during Black Friday at Best Buy. I was like, okay, I got to jump on that one, of course. So I grabbed this one up. This one, this was a great season. I really did like this season. I think it made a lot of people a little. If I always hear people every time I say, "Hey, I'm a fan of The Walking Dead," they're like, "I dropped off seasons ago," and I think this may have made a couple of other people drop off a little bit more, but it was still enjoyable for me because I read the comics, I know the story, and those little twists and turns that they throw in there that kind of throw it off the comic path, I can appreciate for myself. But I really dig it. Like, I have a bunch of the collections. I have all of the seasons over here in the back, and I have some of the box sets up here on top. So again, had to have it for $10. I mean, even if it wasn't a good season, for $10, you can't beat that, really. So here you go. There's some nice embossing here on the front cover. And then here goes the back in case you guys don't know what this season is about. It's really good. Like I said, I'm a fan to the end. I've always said, and I'll say it again. And if you are not digging that, then that's okay. That's your opinion. I'll just say that. That's all. It does come with digital copy. And then here we have disc 1, disc 2. I hope this doesn't fall out. Disc 3, disc 4, disc 5, and disc 6. My boy Negan there. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for The Walking Dead, the complete 10th season. And this one is out now from Lionsgate. Really good. I hope, again, they're ending it soon. And my hope is that they're going to end it. They better end it right. The comics, I know it was a very divisive ending. Like, a lot of people did not like the way it ended in the comics. And if you don't know how it ended in the comics, I would say, don't look it up. Just because it might influence your perception on the end of the show. But I just hope that they end it well. Anyway, next up, we have a really surprisingly good horror movie. I've talked about this before in another video, and I don't see a lot of horror like in recent years that can surprise me. I'll just say that, and that is Malignant. I love the artwork. Just she shows so much just in her eyes, even in the movie. Not just the artwork. Even in the movie, she shows so much emotion in her eyes, and I love it. Like, you don't see that very often. A lot of it is very much like, I got scared and I'm gonna run away. This is very much like almost like a death stare kind of thing. I loved that part of it so much. This is a very unique movie. I did kind of come across some people that did not like it. They thought it was dumb. I and a lot of other people thought it was a very unique take on a very unique horror movie. Again, you don't see those very often. I've seen just about everything, and nothing has been able to scare me or creep me out in recent years. Saw franchise was one that was very unique for its time. Conjuring, Insidious, and then now we have Malignant, they're all kind of either directed or produced by James Wan. So he is doing great with whatever he's doing at creating something new and eerie and weird. And yeah, this is all those. So I urge you guys to check this one out if you have not seen it. Again, like I always say, I always try to push people to just give it a shot. If you don't like it the first time, cool. That's honestly, that's cool. That's okay. But at least give different things a shot. It's just like trying something new at a restaurant to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Really, really good. And here goes the back here in case you guys don't know what it's about. All right, let's go ahead and pop this open. It was super cool to watch, man. It does come with digital copy. I don't get to watch horror movies on my main TV very often. I usually watch them here in this office because I got a young kid. and I was sitting here. I set it all up. I sat up here, turned off all the lights, and I closed the blinds and everything, and I popped it on, and it felt so good to watch something just interesting and just kind of, again, off the wall, kind of thing. Here goes the disc here for Malignant. Just basic black with the lettering, the logo there on top. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Malignant. And this one is out now from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. Have you guys seen this movie? Let me know if you guys have, and what you guys thought about it. Like, for real. I mean, I've come across more people that liked it more than didn't. But if you guys dug it quite a bit, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Next up was another Marvel movie that got, again, come on. I'm a Marvel mark. I had to get the Steelbook for this one. And honestly, I didn't think that I was going to get the Steelbook for this one because I forgot that it was coming out. So that's on me. And that's for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Right here. I was literally almost like a week late in getting this, I believe. And I forgot. And then I started seeing a couple people post about it. I'm like, oh, man, dang it, I forgot to pre-order it. So I went to my Best Buy, and they had one. And I had to check it out to make sure, because sometimes, they come all dented and stuff like that. And yeah, so I was like, okay, I got Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was, I didn't, honestly, and I've been reading comics since I was like maybe 9 years old, something like that. I did not know too much about Shang-Chi. And but that was the one thing that also excited me about it, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go into this brand new. I don't know too much about this character. I did a little bit of homework, kind of going into it, and the one thing that excited me was like, okay, this is gonna be completely new, completely fresh to me, I'm just gonna enjoy the ride. I don't care about the source material and what's gonna happen, and who's playing him and things like that. I love this freaking movie. I thought this was probably one of the best Marvel movies in recent years. I will say that it's better than Black Widow. I still like Black Widow, but this one's up there, better than Black Widow. I cannot wait to see what this character does in the MCU moving forward. There's a lot of speculation going on, even with... I don't want to... I can go on and on about this stuff. I don't want to say too much, but there could possibly be, and I was kind of playing it in my head after I watched Eternals, there could possibly be some sort of connection to Eternals. I don't know. But, but that's there. But anyway, I love this movie so much. I thought this dude did a great job, man. Simu Liu, he was fantastic in the role. He had the right amount of superheroism and the right amount of comedy. His comedic timing was like perfect in this movie. It almost felt very similar to like the way Ant-Man was, to a certain extent, anyway. And just seeing the Asian culture thrown in there. There's a fight scene in the beginning that I got like, I remember watching it in the movies and I was like jumping up and down in my seat because it reminded me of the old martial arts films that I grew up watching. And I was like, oh my God, they like knocked it out of the park. It was so good. But fantastic movie. Here goes the back here, in case you guys don't know what it's about, with the special features there as well. All right, let's go ahead and pop this open. But again, I had to at least try to get as many of the MCU Steelbooks as I can. I know that I probably can't get all of them. I'm still behind on trying to pre-order those Mondo Steelbooks, the new set of Mondo Steelbooks out there. But hopefully, crossing my fingers, they're going to come at some point. Or I'll be able to get them at some point. But let's go ahead and take off this J card. All right, here goes Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Fantastic. And this is, again, something, as you can see there, nice spot glossing. The Ten Rings have been something that had been teased since the very beginning, in the first Iron Man movie. And they kind of talk about it a little bit in there. Like, anyway, if you have not seen it. Some nice debossing here across the logo, which is really cool. Even if it's just something small like that, I think I really appreciate that. You can pop this open. Do have a digital copy here. And then here we have Shang-Chi on 4K. And Shang-Chi on Blu-ray. Fantastic. I love that it's two different disc arts and not just the same one. And then again, interior artwork. Nice imagery here. Love that. This is essentially the final battle. I don't want to give this away too much, but really cool. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. And this is the 4K Best Buy exclusive Steelbook, and this one is out now from Walt Disney Studios Home Entertainment. Fantastic. Love this movie quite a bit. I cannot wait to rewatch it. I've probably already watched it about 3 times. And my mom has probably watched it about 4 times. She always tries to one-up me. She's already watched the Snyder Cut. Like, I think at this point, the count is up to like 10. My mother. Next up, we have Batman Year One, the commemorative edition. I love this movie quite a bit as well. All the DC animated movies are some of my favorites. This one showcases the first year one, of Batman's career as Batman. And it shows the struggle that he has in trying to be a... I don't want to say that he considers himself a hero at this point. More of like just to... solve whatever he's trying to go after, in a sense, detective work. But it's really, really good, really, really well done, and looks fantastic in 4K. Again, I've always said animation lends itself really, really great to the 4K format. Even some of the not so great transfers are still pretty damn good, considering the original source material. But yeah, this one's so good, and it also does have another DC Showcase short on here featuring Catwoman, which I love those DC Showcase short films. Here goes the back here in case you guys don't know what it's about. Really, really well done though, and then fantastic artwork on the front. Gonna pop this open. Does have a digital copy. And then here we have Batman Year One on 4K, which no disc art, unfortunately, but it does have the logo there. And then we have some nice disc art over here on the Blu-ray, which looks really, really cool. And then here we have the front, back, and spine for Batman Year One commemorative edition. On 4K Ultra HD, and this one is out now from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. Really, really good. All right. Next up, we have a really... How can I describe this? A movie that is very out there. That's probably the best way that I can describe it. It stars Nicolas Cage. So if you already don't get the out there description, then then you will now. And that is Prisoners of the Ghostland on Blu-ray. Now this movie, look, don't get me wrong. I say it's out there, but it's also a really fun movie, man. It's not the best movie in the world, but it's so much fun to watch. It's Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage in a Nicolas Cage movie. I've said that time and time again. But that's the best part about it. That's the thing. I said the same thing about the movie Mandy. Mandy was one of those like, whoa, like psychedelic, weird, crazy, and even Color Out of Space was, again, weird, crazy. I think Nicolas Cage has found his niche at this point. I said it before in, oh my god, a video like years ago. There was a movie, and I can't remember what it is now. He was starting to do like more comedic, like he was kind of like owning his out there-ness, you know, his weirdness, his over the top persona. And I was like, you know what? That's kind of what works for him. Like, I think that could be what he needs to kind of dive into. And he started to dive into it. Like, it's like You Heard Me or something. This is another one of those movies where it was very much out there. Very much. But it's not so out there to where it's not fun. I guess just to make it simplistic enough to explain. It's so... I just kept watching the whole time. My eyes could not go away from the screen. For one. It was just one of those that I was like, wait, what is he doing? Wait, okay, hold on, what's going on? Like, those were I should make a reaction video of whenever I watch a Nicolas Cage movie. Because literally those were my reactions every single time at this point for the last couple of movies that he's made. But it's not a bad thing. By the end of the movie, I was like, wow, that was actually kind of cool. Anyway, here you go. Here goes the front here. And it does have Bill Moseley in there as well, which also is a big plus. Nice slipcover here, though. Nice embossing on that slipcover. And then here goes the back here. Look, I mean, come on. Just look at that. Just look at that image and tell me that you're not going to have a fun time watching this movie. Give me a freaking break. All right, let's go ahead and pop this open. It's like one of those things now that I love talking about Nicolas Cage movies at this point. I think like I said, I think he's found his spot, and I love it. And I will be there for any Nicolas Cage movie at this point, unless he's like putting out like 4 or 5 a year. Then you're like, okay, come on, you got to stop a little bit. There goes some nice disc art there, which is essentially the cover. But I love disc art. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Prisoners of the Ghostland. And again, I can't even explain 100% what this movie is about. Like, there's a lot going on. I'll say that. You got to watch it. I will urge you to watch this movie. This one is out now from RLJ Entertainment. There's a lot going on in this movie, and literally I see like a little bullet point here. Oh, well, it's by Nicolas Cage. The wildest movie I've ever made. Right there. And he's not wrong. I mean, I guess. But check that one out if you ever get a chance, or if you see it streaming somewhere or whatever. It's a fun movie. It really is. All right. Lastly, we have one of my favorite movies. I have not seen this movie in quite a bit. I watched it not that long ago, and it took me back to being in middle school. I think this is when I first watched it. And I've seen it here and there since, but never all the way through. And that is The Outsiders. So this is The Outsiders, the complete novel. It's an extended version of the original movie. It is on 4K, and it does have a digital copy included. There is also the theatrical version included as well. Now, I'm sure when I first watched it, I saw just the theatrical version on VHS. I'm dating myself. I'm sorry. And so I had been wanting to watch this. I had to look at it. I think the complete novel has come out before on Blu-ray, but I never watched it. So finally getting a chance to watch it was like, I was like, okay, I gotta watch this whole thing. There's not too much, if I remember correctly. There's not too much that was extra. I believe it was maybe like another like 10-15 minutes that were thrown in there, but I enjoyed every single second of this movie. Again, it kind of went by a lot quicker than I remembered it being growing up, but man, it was so good. And then seeing like C. Thomas Howell, Ralph Macchio, Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe, Tom Cruise, like, I mean, all these when they were young and getting into the business kind of thing. It was just so neat to kind of take it back to that place again. But really, really good. Here goes the back here, in case you guys don't know what it's about. But, I mean, you see them all there. I mean, even Matt Dillon is in there. Emilio Estevez. So good. And it was just one of those. I remember in school we used to they would make us read the book, and then they would I guess give us a chance to watch the movie after we read the full book as an incentive. And it was another. I think that was probably one of the times that I was in school watching a movie, you know, on the TV with the carts and stuff like that. Well, if you're on the younger side, you probably don't know about that. But and they would bring in the TV, and I remember watching like the first like 20 minutes of the movie, and my eyes just like were stuck on the screen. Like, I did not want to take my eyes off, because I was like, I had just read the book, and I was like, okay, okay, that's a little different, but okay, oh, this is kind of better. And I remember everybody next to me was like, oh, you know, like trying to goof off and stuff like that. I'm like, leave me alone. I'm watching a movie. Like, I got all serious on everybody, but so good. It does come with digital copy. And then here you have, let's see here. Here goes The Outsiders, the theatrical version on this side. And then the complete novel version on this side, both on 4K, which is awesome. And then here you have the front, back, and spine for The Outsiders, the complete novel on 4K Ultra HD, and this one is out now from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. All right, so that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you dug it or found it informative in any way. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Hit that bell notification so that way you guys know whenever I post next. Also, there will be links down in the description below for all of these titles in case you guys want to pick any of them up. You guys don't have to pick them up from those links, but if you do, it does help out me and the channel quite a bit. So I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you next time.